Alright guys, I should have showed you from the beginning, but I forgot. Here's the freezer. Bottom of the freezer is full of ice. Let's look at that. Sure enough, look at all that ice. The freezer and the refrigerator were working perfectly fine, no problems, we just noticed ice. So I took the cover off. The cover does come off. You just have to pull it gently. And I started from the top. After I got the top section done, I unplugged it with the blue and the white connector. Very, very simple. I mainly did that just to look so I could see the coils to see if they had any ice on them. They did not. So I decided to keep going and pull all the thing off. There's a screw, one screw, that holds that bottom piece secure. It still has the tabs on the outside. This was slapped full of ice also. I've melted most of it because I forgot to show you. All the way down, it appears there's a hole down in there. We're going to investigate and see. I've got some kind of fancy camera, I don't know what it's called, that can go down in the holes. So I'm going to look to see what's going on and get all this ice melted. Be back in a minute. All right, peoples, let's put it all back together. Get your thing. Look at these side tabs. See how they look? What you got at the bottom? These two little tabs. They're just going to push against the bottom right there. And then as it turns out, if you look at the tabs right here, let's go to this side. It appears that they go in and then go down, be held in place. So we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. Be right back. Start from the bottom. Find your arrows, line them up, push them in. Take care of the bottom piece right there. And now your screw should line right up. And it appears that it does. So we'll put the screw in. And now the screw's in. Put this little cap back in. She's all nice and pretty. Now we'll move on to the top piece. Here's the top piece. There's been a bunch of talk about these fans going out. There's the fan if it does go out. A couple of screws. It appears that you'll have to take off this, what appears to be insulating tape, to take it apart. To swap out that fan. Let's get started with this thing. All right, guys. Hold it in with one hand. Put your plugs back in. It appears they only go in one way. Just plug those back in. And then we'll snap this back into position. Just like we did the bottom one. By the way, that little thing right there, that's the thermostat for the freezer. And as you can see, that's where the cold air comes out of the freezer. Goes into the refrigerator. Inside that hole right there, there's a little mechanical door. Well, an electric door, whatever you want to call it. It opens up when the refrigerator needs air and opens a little door and allows the air from the freezer to go in there and start cooling it off. Pretty neat. Let's start getting this thing into position. One little thing, there is a lip on the bottom of this that has to fit in the groove of this bottom piece, or else it's a pain. So make sure you put that in, and then it should just go right up in here. And now it's all popped back into place. It's a little bit of a pain, but it goes right in. It's just a little scary with those plastic tabs. The trick was putting it in that groove at the top piece and the bottom piece, and that took care of it. Alright, let's turn this sucker on.